Welcome to Menopause Diaries Unfiltered. I'm Jackie Grant, your host, with over a decade experience of working with peri to postmenopausal women who want to lose 15 to 20 pounds in 4 months without calorie counting, restrictive dieting, or spending all their time in the gym with natural solutions. I've delivered menopause workshops, the councils, adult education, community organisation, and the NHS in London, whilst running a CIC, community interest company, that I deliver and host menopause and women's health cafes in my borough. This is Menopause Diaries, the podcast where we get real about menopause, the weight, the mood, the sleepless nights, the wins, the hard days, the good days, unfiltered, unscripted, and unapologetically honest. Today's guest is Edith Kiss, who's a holistic therapist, success and habit coach. Welcome, Edith.
Hi, Jackie. Thank you for having me. Hi, everybody.
Oh, it's so great to have you here. So, Edith, tell us about your journey through menopause.
Yeah, so what I realized it was the first time I realized I'm having menopause issues is when I started to have a month when my period actually stopped, and then I had a full month of nausea and just having like high any I haven't had any feeling of eating, so I was eating really small amount of food in that month, and then I had sleepless nights. Like I woke up around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., couldn't fall
Mm,
asleep for a couple of hours, and then
mm,
after this devastating couple of weeks, I was like, I need to start talking to my body, and then that's how I started to tune into and realize that not everybody's going through this, and then
yeah.
not everybody's suffering from it, but a bunch of people, yes. So how to fix this, how to help myself, that was my thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know exactly what you mean. When you're having all those things, you're always trying to look for something that will get rid of it. 'Cause I had the same thing. I had hot flushes, and I was like, I just can't bear this. Do you know what I mean? It was just an absolute nightmare. And I didn't actually have that in perimenopause. I had that in post-menopause, which was really strange. Do you see what I mean? I didn't have it the whole way through peri, and it was post. So yeah, so I know exactly what you mean. It's like you just try to find something that's some kind of solution that's going to support you. What do you think are the things that surprised you most about menopause?
Um, what do you mean by that? Like,
Like, was there anything that like came up that you didn't actually know?
oh
That
yeah, nausea. I didn't know about the nausea thing. So I didn't read about anywhere. Like I just read about like, you can have fatigue, you can have weight gain. I was
mm,
losing weight. I was the opposite because I
mm,
didn't eat. So
mm,
that's why I had no idea it could happen. So first I was kind of worried like what's going on, and then I was reading more, and then I also realized that my period was not happening, so I connected the dots that
mm,
nausea and the weight loss could come actually also from there. But that,
mm.
that was one thing which was not on the list for
Yeah,
others.
yeah. I mean, and there's so many things that are not on the key, the key symptoms that come up from that. And it's really surprising because there are things coming up all the time that women are experiencing. So, was there anything positive about your journey? What was there anything that came out that you went, yeah, this is I love this. Apart from not having periods, that's one bit I love. Was there anything that's positive for you?
Yeah, I mean, not eating too much food and realizing that I can still survive, that's a good one. So, it's like, oh, for lunch, I can have just a piece of toast or whatever. It's like I'm realizing that I don't need to eat so much food I usually eat, and I'm still okay. So that's
Mm.
a good thing. The rest was not really, the rest was just not.
No, you didn't find anything positive
No.
else positive. Fair enough. And so you said that your main challenges was around sleep, that you got nausea. Was there anything else?
I think the sleep was the worst because we really need sleep to perform. We really need sleep to do anything. So it's like when I had those nights, like next day I was like a zombie, like I couldn't
Yeah.
like normally do my stuff, or I was just like falling asleep in the afternoon, or I was just like I felt really foggy and dizzy, like couldn't complete my task. So that was the worst part, the sleeping.
Mm,
Yeah, and then I realized that when I start using my meditations, which I usually do in the morning, but if I
mm.
start tuning into them at the night when I having this episode, then actually it's helped me to fall asleep much faster.
Oh, that's great. That's great that you found a solution. Because so did you have night sweats with that, or was it just that you just woke up and you're just staring at the wall?
No, it's exactly. It's like sometimes I couldn't even fall asleep. So sometimes it was like because it was disturbed, like my
Yeah.
my sleep pattern was disturbed. So
Yes.
if I slept in the afternoon, then it was much more difficult to fall asleep like 10 or 11 p.m. So that
Yeah.
sometimes it took me an hour to fall asleep because of this. And then I just woke up at 3 and then I was just like, yeah, like staring at the ceiling and I was like, I want to sleep. I don't have
Mm,
anything to do here right now. And then, yeah, and then I was just, wasting time being awake, doing nothing, just waiting for me to fall asleep again. Yeah.
mm. And how did you said that you had the nausea. How did you manage the nausea?
No, it was the thing was that it was only for a full month,
Mm,
just for a full month. So it was a full month of this when I
mm,
started to talk to my body. And then I started to tell to my body that now you need to start producing more estrogen because I realized that's my issue. And
mm,
then I started to talk to my body that you need to produce the necessary hormones I need to feel
mm,
better. So I talked to my organs, I talked to my body like how much I love them, and everything, but more like I also kind of order them to do the work, like also
mm,
told them to do this, to do that. And then when you tune into your body, when you can do it in a meditative state, or you can just do it on a calm manner, just you, and then you need to trust actually what's going on. You can call it placebo, you can call it really talking to your body, because your body organs are part of you as you are part of the universe, so everything is connected, and then you can
mm,
basically interact with it energetically as well. So if you are in a good energy with them and you trust your body, you trust your organs, and then you believe that yes, they're gonna actually support you with what you want from them,
mm,
then it's gonna happen. That's what happened. Like within days, it actually got itself cured, like it stopped basically after I started to do this. And because
mm,
I didn't want to take any medication or hormone stuff.
mm,
I heard it's great, and then I heard about patches, estrogen patches,
mm,
or there's another thing, another hormone or something which they use on the patch, not estrogen, and they said it's really great. But I was always thinking like I want to resolve it on an easier way, not something which I am need to buy, or not something I need to always have it at home, but I
yeah.
want to do it on a way like it's more available for me. And then that's yourself, how you
Mm,
address yourself, how you trust yourself, being on a calm matter about it, like more peaceful and positively seeing that this can be resolved, believing it, like it's more like a mindset, more like a mindfulness kind of way, not
mm,
not panicking or freaking out and being in a desperate or negative emotions, like
yeah.
that kind of thing. It helps with any kinds of disease basically, or any kinds of struggle, but in this case as well. And
Mm,
that's helped me a lot. And then later I never experienced since then. It was many years ago. It was 2 3 years ago when I had this. And since
mm,
then I have my period still. I am actually 50 now. So I still have
mm,
my periods. I never had this incident again. What I experienced that maybe every 6 months I had the sleepless nights for a couple of days, but then I just did the meditation.
mm,
And then I realized that it's really just helping me to go back to sleep fast. And then in a couple of days, I also realized it was usually just before my period. So
mm,
like when I was in the end of kind of like in the cycle of like having the period. So
yeah.
it's just kind of like a sign was like I started to have those things. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's just amazing that you've been able to support yourself through just talking to yourself and telling yourself and believing that, that. your body can just repair itself in.
Yeah, many hypnotherapists or mindfulness coach also recommend this way of speaking to your body, like Marisa Peer. She's also a big advocate of
Yes,
this, to speaking to
yes,
your body and healing your body, and other coaches. So it's nothing new. It's just people start to trust themselves, and trust
yeah,
their own body.
yeah. Oh, I never heard that Marissa Peer talk says that, but maybe I missed that bit. But yeah, oh, that's really interesting. That is so interesting. So, do you want to tell people where they can find you? Because, I mean, obviously, this is really unique what you do in terms of the way that you've supported yourself through menopause. Um, so, yeah, let people know where you are and where they can find you.
Yeah, so I have people with PTSD as well, and panic attacks and other like mental health issue, anxiety, and
Mm,
so when someone experiencing those things also during menopause, it could be that because they have unresolved traumas. And then, as we
yes.
mentioned earlier, not everybody is actually having menopause issues. Some people go through this without any struggles or any negative situations. So the one who's actually experiencing this, I believe that they have something which is like a root of this misery, what they can release and heal, and also resolve their menopause situation. And
Mm,
that tool is what I use, is the source memory healing. So if they want to connect with me, I have a website, editbkiss.com, and all my socials can be reached from there. And I
mm,
also have a school community. If you know what does it, is
yes.
skool.com. So in school, I have a community called Release with Ease, where people can tune in into my live sessions. Also, I have recorded meditations there, the meditation library, where they can do the meditations to fall asleep better, and having a better night. So it's all there.
And is that a free community
It's a free one, yeah.
school? Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's great. That's amazing. Um, so, yeah, so there's so many places that you could find Edit, and I hope that you all access this because it sounds so amazing. I mean, I'm definitely gonna do that for myself. I'm gonna jump into your free school group. Okay. So that's the end of the show, ladies, and I look forward to see you in next episode.